What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, Cowboy fans. How we doing? Coming to you live from the big Magnasty, Houston, Texas, baby. Magnolia, Texas. Cowboy Crunk coming to you in the morning. Just checking in. I know I've been slightly off key lately, low key or whatever, however you want to word it. Shoot. Sorry, let me get that turned off. Just getting the live stream going. Not sure how many people are in here. Let me take a look real quick. It is very early in the morning, so I'm up before the birds. Yeah. But did want to say, there's two in here. You guys know the Tyrone Crawford situation is still rolling. I do want to keep this at the water fountain. You know, I'm not going to do any more videos on it. But it is, like I posted a few months ago, a little more serious than we thought. As I mentioned, there were police involved. If you look at the video that most people saw, I had a separate video on my channel that was different than the video that was being put out. I had a completely separate video that was different footage. Of course, the police are going to get a hold of that footage. That's what happened. This is not charges by the NFL. This is criminal charges by the police. It is a misdemeanor. He basically put his hand on a policeman. The video's on my old. I'm not going to repost that video, guys, because I had a lot of people pretty pissed at me that I posted that video, and the reason was no one really had that video. It was on YouTube, and I happened to find it, and what it was inside the bar a certain amount of things happened. But there was another video posted outside the bar, and I posted that video. What's up, Loose Change? How you doing? And when I posted that video, I pissed some people off. Like, dude, what are you doing? I even had some YouTube friends of mine, like YouTubers, kind of cut me off for a little while. They were like, dude, what is Crunk throwing the news out for? Well, obviously, if I have it and it's on a security camera and it's posted on YouTube, it didn't have a lot of views, but it is out there. And it was going to get to the police, of course, and it was going to get to, it's not like I put the news out. This is a situation. So at first everyone was like, nothing's going to happen because, it was just inside a bar and all of these things happen. Yeah, that's not what he's being charged for. What happened inside the bar is completely a misdemeanor. What happened outside, it's less than a misdemeanor. That happens all the time. The problem was what happened outside when he put his hands on the policeman. That's where this got, I guess, blown up a little bit. So don't want to keep you guys too long. I actually have 2 interviews this morning, and I have to apply for another position here in Houston. So I have an interview for what's the first interview for? I can't recall. The first interview is for Kaiserslautern, Germany, and the second interview will be for Houston, Texas. And then later this afternoon, I'm applying for another position here in Houston, same office, which that job I have a very, very good chance of getting. But I will be relocating, so you guys won't hear me doing live shows from Kabul very much anymore. Probably within the next 3 or 4 months, I'm thinking, is maximum, and it could be quicker than that. But that's the situation on Tyrone Crawford. You guys know it's out. I apologize for putting it out, but I did piss some people off before putting out that video. But these things are going to get, and the situation with that is the tough thing for Tyrone Crawford is he can try and fight the legal system, which is going to drag it out. It could make it look a little more ugly. If he pleads no contest or whatever, then the NFL is just going to go right in and say, well, look, you pled no contest. You didn't even try to fight it. You knew you were wrong. You knew you did something wrong. And the problem was, on the video, he was trying to stop his friend from getting arrested. They were handcuffing his partner, and he came over and tried to separate the police from his partner. And basically telling police, hey, don't handcuff my partner. So if you are interested in seeing that, go back, check out the old video. Like I said, none of the money on this channel comes to me. It does go to Dak Prescott's foundation, which that hasn't started rolling in yet. I didn't realize how long it takes to get the channel rolling, but I do have about a $200 donation going to Dak Prescott's foundation as soon as that comes through from YouTube. So any views, any likes, any thing you hit up on the video, that does go to Dak Prescott's foundation. So don't think I'm pushing this channel. I push this channel only for Cowboy fans and for us to have news. And I put this news out alongside long time ago. Everyone else was saying nothing's going to happen, nothing's going to happen. I think part of the reason they said nothing was going to happen is because they were trying to kind of push it under the rug and hope nothing would happen. But our videos, guys, have, our YouTube videos have very little to do with what goes on in the news and what goes on with what the police charge people with. I don't think they're concerned about that. The NFL might be a little concerned with some of the larger YouTubers that have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, or NFL Network and those guys. But those guys are going to run that anyways. NFL Network's going to run the story. ESPN's going to run the story. Cowan, all these guys are going to run the story. Even they're going to run the story there from the Dallas Star. Those guys, Hellman and Brodus, and those guys are going to run this story. So I read the plea, not guilty on the NFL app. Don't hold me to it. I may be wrong. I'm not sure. He is guilty, I will tell you that. I don't know if he's going to plead not guilty, but you can see it from the video, which I showed previously, but like I said, I hope it gets swept under the rug. We really do need Tyrone Crawford. He's a vital piece, and if you look back at my videos I did on this 2 months ago, I think it might have been more than that. It might have been like 3 months ago. My thing, he's our anchor. He plays the middle. He plays the three technique. He plays outside. He's really good at getting a push up the middle, especially on the stunts when they stun him from the outside. So Tyrone Crawford's vital to our defense, guys, and it's probably a good thing we got this Trysten. And I can almost promise you the Cowboys foresaw this coming. I mean, they don't get blindsided by things like this. They knew what was going on. I can assure you, all the footage that is out there, to include the footage I showed and the footage the other YouTubers showed, is out there. The Cowboys knew this was coming, and YouTube guys are not putting out news that the Cowboys don't know about. So for me to post that video that I posted a few months ago really is not a big deal. Hey, what's up, Jimmy Vallis? How you doing, bro? So that's my thing with this Tyrone Crawford thing. I hope it gets pushed under the rug, but you guys know it won't. That's just not going to happen. That's not how the NFL rolls. So I do have NFL Network up in the background. They've already posted it this morning. I guess it was posted last night, so I'm a little late on it. But I was really early months ago. I'm late today because last night I was preparing for my interviews I had today. I have one in 6 a.m. I have one interview in 2.5 hours for Kaiserslautern in Germany and another one here in Houston. So I hope those go well. I can get my ass out of Afghanistan for sure. Most of the guys that work in that department of government that I'm applying for actually live here in the neighborhood. So that would be really, really cool for me to be home all the time, be able to do my stuff from here in the backyard or the garage and at the car shows and stuff like that. What's up, Big Country? Big Country. If he gets suspended, could we cut him and use the cap? Wow. Damn, boss, you stepping in with some good questions this morning. I've been up since 3:30, and you got the good questions coming in. Man, that really is a solid, valuable question. Would I rather have Tyrone Crawford? Yeah, I would. If he gets suspended, that's something we'll have to look into. I recall when Byron Jones, not Byron Jones, excuse me, when they were talking about the wide receiver, Terrence Williams. When Terrence Williams was talking about getting suspended for what he did, and the Cowboys could cut him and not lose anything, if they cut him, they had $6 million in dead cap money they were going to lose. And if they didn't cut him, if he got suspended and they released him, they didn't lose anything. So that's a very, very good question, man. I'll have to check into that today. I'm sure those scenarios will start coming out. But I would assume that if he gets suspended, the Cowboys can cut him, and that would, now, of course, depending on how long that suspension is, because I would actually prefer to have Crawford. I think Sue is just. I'd rather have Sue, but Crawford's one of our captains, guys. And the Cowboys are not just going to cut a captain and roll off from him like that. But we'll see. That's a very good question. Sue is still sitting out there. That's something that this but the thing is, I don't think that will happen till way down the road. Tyrone Crawford, he could get through this whole season with this happening now. He could get through this whole season without hitting a suspension, depending on, especially if he fights this misdemeanor charges. If he fights it legally, and then they can probably try and postpone it. The Cowboys can do something to get him through this season, which I think that's more likely to happen than them implementing a suspension by the NFL. The NFL implementing a suspension and then the Cowboys cutting him, and we would have to get that done pretty quick. But then again, it is only May. So if something rolls through this real quick, Tyrone Crawford could, if they sign off on stuff, they could suspend him, and then the Cowboys could do that. But it just depends on how quick this process works. I think is probably the best answer I give you for now. But I'm not sure how that works. I do recall with Terrence Williams, when he was riding that electric bicycle and went over the handlebars, when all that happened, if he would have got suspended, the Cowboys could have cut him and that retained all the money from that contract. They wouldn't have lost anything. So there's a possibility that could happen, but I think it depends on how quick that happens. Let's see. Signed Sue to a 1-year deal. Have to look at the cap figures right now. I haven't looked at them in a few days. I've been preparing for some other things. Got this meeting in Washington, and I will be Sunday afternoon. I will be at Cowboy Joe Boo's house. Mark Holmes. I'm trying to get up with Mark Holmes on Sunday afternoon. We'll probably do a Sunday evening show. I think he does one on Sunday evenings. So I'll get there and hang out with Mark Holmes. Actually, Sunday afternoon, probably 2 or 3ish. I land around noon, and I'll be there for 4 days for a fuels conference that we're having with the military and all the military contractors. But yeah, I agree. If we could make a move on Sue to help out with this Crawford thing, there's a strong possibility of something going down. Other news on the Cowboys. I know this is rolling out a little late. If it's on this channel, it's late. But Kellen Moore he's putting it all out on the line. He's letting us know as Cowboy fans. Kellen Moore is saying, hey, I'm going to change things up. I'm going to bring some different schemes on the offense. I'm going to line the guys up different. They're going to do a lot of, it looks like a lot more in motion type things, moving guys around, putting guys in the slot, putting Ezekiel Elliott in the slot. Maybe even multiple running backs in the backfield, possibly Pollard lined up in the slot, or like two running backs on the field at one time, which gives us an advantage because a linebacker has to pick one of those guys up. You put Pollard, you put a linebacker on Pollard, or you put a linebacker on Ezekiel Elliott in the pass game, and both of those guys have a big advantage. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I did want to get this posted. Just a couple guys in here right now. I want to get lined up for my interview. I got to do a little studying on this. The interview takes about an hour and a half, and then I have an hour and a half break, and I have another one. So I appreciate it, guys. Just wanted to get the news out. If you are interested, go back, watch my other video, Cowboy Crunk. Put Cowboy Crunk and Tyrone Crawford, and you'll see the other video I did. I may have deleted it because I told the YouTubers, hey, I just put that out so that you guys can see it. I wanted everybody to see what he actually did because there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, he didn't do shit. Those were just bouncers. Those were college students that were working in the club that night." No, that's not the video. If you see a video and the guys are all in red shirts and all those things, no, this was outside, kind of a dark video, but that's the video I'm talking about. So if you see Tyrone Crawford start getting hammered on this, you got to realize it's not the bar video. There's another video. That's all I'm going to say. I'll let you guys research it and find it. But hit me up in the like button. Hit. Actually, if you want me to send you, I can send you the video. I don't want to put it out again. I'm not putting that video out again. If you want me to send it to you, hit me up in the chat box. Give me some in the comment box. Excuse me. Hit me in the comment box with some way I can get a hold of you, and I'll shoot you the video if you can't find it. Because I really think I did delete mine. I did send it to Mark Holmes. He took a look at it. He didn't like it. I could tell right away he didn't like the video. So anything that hurts the Cowboys, none of us like. But I can't prevent what Tyrone Crawford did that night. I was just sharing the experience and trying to say, hey, this is now what do? We got to move on. The Cowboys got to find a way to replace Tyrone Crawford, and that's what I was talking about previously in the other video. And people didn't like that. Tyrone Crawford's not getting suspended. He didn't do anything. It was just a bar. It was, some jugheads in a bar. No, it wasn't. This is a little bit different than that. So, anyways, guys, take care. Peace, love, and happiness. Cowboys win. Hit me up in the subscriptions and the likes. But if you want something on this video that I'm talking about, hit me in the chat box. There's too much stuff going on here, man. What is this thing called? Not the damn chat box. Yeah, it is a chat. Comments. Hit me up in the comments section or in the chat box. Ty, for your work keeps me coming. Oh. Yeah, it's crazy in the off season. That's why I don't do many videos. I've been pretty busy concentrating on this new job thing. But hey, Big Country, I appreciate you being in. Jared Jablowski, sign Sue, 1-year deal. I'm there. Depending on how long Tyrone Crawford's going to get suspended, it is a misdemeanor, guys. Maybe 4 games is what I said before a few months ago. So we'll see. But take care, guys. I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to get studying on my what I need to be doing my homework, guys. At 50 years old, I'll be 50 years old in a couple months, and I'm still doing homework. Peace, love, and wins for the Cowboys, baby. Cowboy Crunk out from Magnolia, Texas. Peace.